I think it's pretty safe to say that one of the big things that a lot of fans are looking forward to seeing in Star Wars Episode 9 are not the major twists and turns and surprises to come in this movie, but also the major cameos from the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy itself of the Star Wars franchise. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, I gotta say, J.J. Abrams is getting closer day by day to the very end of principal photography. Everything about this movie is starting to really come together and to take shape before they enter post-production, which is, by the way, where they add in all the special effects, the music, the color correction, you name it, the editing techniques, everything. Now, these past couple of months or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with the moment between Kylo Ren and Anakin Skywalker. Specifically, a description of Kylo Ren with an ignited crossguard lightsaber in the woods at night, walking on a trail with a cloaked figure in front of him, wielding a blue lightsaber with a hood over its head. The next goes over a closer shot of the figure, revealing the figure to be Anakin with facial scars, however no helmet, with the figure turning around and leading Kylo Ren through the trail in the woods. The scenery is described as having mixtures of blue and red light from the lightsabers, and the blades illuminating the trail in the woods. It's unclear if this is a vision, dream, or force ghost of Anakin through the eyes of Kylo Ren. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this that are really getting me very excited about this movie. Now, we do know that J.J. Abrams, he's a huge fan of the character of Darth Vader, and especially the character of Anakin Skywalker and what that character went through in order to become one of the most popular characters in pop culture to us, the fans in the Star Wars, community. So when we look at the character of Anakin Skywalker, we do know that he really is the true face of the Star Wars franchise. It really did all start with him becoming Darth Vader and hence creating the character of Luke Skywalker and Leia, which led to the characters in the sequel trilogy like Ben Solo. So you can see how it all started from Anakin and Vader, and it only seems right to do this, and I really got to give JJ a lot of credit for toying around with the idea of implementing a sequence that involves both Kylo Ren and Anakin Skywalker. Now, like I say, it's very unclear if this is a dream sequence or a vision or an actual Force ghost of Anakin leading Kylo Ren through the woods of whatever planet this really is. Now, this definitely matches up with the leaked photographs that we saw about a month ago or so of the set over at Black Park, where it's all woods and it's actually supposed to be shot at night with a couple of trails in there. That could very well serve as the flashback or vision, dream sequence, whatever it is, right, that Kylo Ren goes through, and he's following his grandfather, Anakin Skywalker, where he's got the facial scars, he's got the hood over his head, and I think that the biggest question out of all of this is that in this moment, does Kylo Ren really know exactly who the figure really is? Does he know who he is following through the woods? Now, we got a similar sequence where Rey was following the Anakin Skywalker figure into an actual vault full of Sith relics as well as Jedi artifacts. And that version of Anakin was the hybrid Force ghost. So in this scenario, it's a different version of Anakin where he only has the facial scars, no view of the helmet at all whatsoever. So with that being said, we do know that J.J. Abrams is trying to implement the character of Anakin into Episode 9, as he tried to do the same exact thing in Episode 7. As you guys may remember, in Episode 7, J.J. Abrams had the idea of a hybrid Force ghost in Episode 7 in order to really show us the struggle between light and dark in a symbolic way, through the use of some visuals by creating a new version of Anakin. And that's exactly what JJ is trying to do here in Episode 9. However, in this scenario, I would have to say it sounds more like a dream sequence to me. I don't know why it does, but it seems more like a dream to me that Kylo Ren is seeing a version of Anakin Skywalker with his facial scars, wielding a blue lightsaber. If he was a Force ghost, why would he really be wielding a blue lightsaber? You know what I mean? That wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense. So I'm going to go with that this is a vision and or a flashback or whatever it is going to be, a dream sequence. I think it's most likely a dream sequence sequence for Kylo Ren, and that J.J. Abrams is trying to create parallels here of when Anakin Skywalker had nightmares in Revenge of the Sith and Attack of the Clones. I think it only seems right to keep the poetry, you know, kind of going. It's like poetry, it rhymes. That's George Lucas and his outlook on Star Wars, and I love that whole entire concept. So, the character of Anakin, I gotta say, this really is, you know, both Disney, Lucasfilm, and JJ's last shot at really implementing the character of Anakin Skywalker in this film. So, if they can't get this right, I think that's when fans really are going to have a problem, because fans know that this is literally the last time ever on screen that we are actually going to be able to have the character of Anakin in an actual Star Wars movie. I mean, just think about that, because they're ending the Skywalker saga as we know it, at least. And with that being said, you know, if they really are ending it and they stick with that plan and moving on to a new Star Wars trilogy that has nothing to do with the Skywalker/Solo bloodline, then this is truly the last time that we would ever have the opportunity to see Anakin on screen ever again. You know, let alone Luke, Leia, Kylo, Rey, etc. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.